trying to figure this out is like not gonna work as fast as you think it's gonna work. Like if you had a motive to go in there and be like, I'm about to figure it all out, you're not. Like you're really not.
Absolutely.
What's up, butterflies and my rich girls? It's your girl Kia. We're back with another video and we're doing things completely different. As you guys see by the title, we are getting ready to talk about Aquarius. I don't know why I was kind of nervous. I was a little nervous to do this video because I be feeling like people come for me. If you don't know, now you know I am an Aquarius. And we are often seen as the outsiders. We are seen as the sign that just fits. We complete it, but we're not like the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're like not the same. And that can kind of put us in some crazy positions. But we are getting ready to hop into that because, like I said, I get asked all the time, like, everybody wants to know about Aquarius. Everybody wants to know why we are the way that we are. And the crazy thing about it is, we ain't all the same, homie. We ain't all the same. We're all different. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I wrote down a few things because I wanted to make sure that this video wasn't just completely all over the place, because being an Aquarius, I can tend to take things a little, like I can go for hours talking about these things. And not just my sign, I really am in tune with, I'm in tune with the chart. Like I'm in tune with just how signs work in general, but we'll get to that later. If you guys want to know about any other signs, I will have other videos coming up. But if you guys want to know specifically about any other signs, just DM me. I'll leave my information for my Instagram down below. And, we can get into it if that's what you really want to do. I did write down some things so that way we weren't all over the place. And I want to start off by saying Aquarius are not water signs. We are water barriers. So we are air signs, and that's a lot in itself. I think a lot of people tend to associate Aquarius with being really cold-hearted people. They like to say that we just, are not really here. Like, we just don't care. And I'm not gonna argue and say that we don't care. We just don't care about things that we don't feel benefit us for good. So we can kind of throw the cold shoulder. We can kind of leave people feeling a little incomplete, but that's just because it's like we don't want all that. You know what I'm saying? We really want peace. We seek big, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Aquarians can be very, very big thinkers. There are a lot of successful Aquariuses because, we're the creative sign. We're the sign that, like I said, is considered to be the outsider, and we're always on the go. We're always thinking. Most Aquarians that I know are, like I said, very creative. They're either fashion designers, they're into music, they're poets, just artists in general, just like painting, like very, very talented folk. Okay, but we are also very emotional. So again, we will detach ourselves from things that we do not feel are going anywhere. We will detach ourselves from people and things that we don't feel benefit us and help push us. We do need a little extra push sometimes, and I think if you are someone who is dating an Aquarius or just has a relationship, like friendship, if you cousins, brothers, sisters, I don't know, if you have any type of relationship with an Aquarius, you know for a fact that Aquarius people can kind of we're just very hard to read. And a lot of times that is because we are continuously thinking about the next move, the next step, how to get there, wherever there is for us. And in relationships, that can be somewhat of a problem because because we are such big thinkers and we're always thinking outside of the box and always trying to create, a lot of other signs just aren't able to keep up with our way of thinking. And sometimes that can be a turn off for us because we see it as, how can you not see this big ass picture right here? And they are literally trying to figure out what picture has been painted. Like, it's just not like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? And Aquarius can also be known for being just ahead of their time. They love to help and connect with people, and all in all, we can be all over the place, but it's a good all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So back to my list. We stand on how we feel. So again, we can kind of come off as if we don't care, but it's not that we don't care. It's just, we have an opinion, you know what I'm saying? And we want our opinion to be valued. We want to be sure that we are heard, because we allow other people to come to us for that. So when we don't feel like we're being understood, when we feel like we aren't able to connect and really get off how we feel, we tense up, and it becomes frustrating because it's like, I'm not saying what I'm saying to be hurtful, or I'm not saying what I'm saying to be spiteful in any way. Like, I'm really saying what I'm saying or doing what I'm doing because I'm passionate about how I feel. And our passion can be a little off the chart for some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't see things the way that we see things, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, like I said, we're ahead of our time, and we doing what we know. We're humanitarians. So I already said we come off like we don't care. Again, we care. We probably care too much. And that's the problem. For the most part, I will say Aquarius people are known to be very loving and caring people. We are the humanitarian, like I said, of the zodiac signs, and that can often place us in a position to always want to help people. We're always trying to see the good in things, no matter how bad it is, and that can be bad. What else do I have on here? We're good at connecting with people, which can again be bad if you are in a relationship or any type of situation with Aquarius. Most people tend to think that we can be too friendly, and I don't necessarily think it's too friendly. I just think that we are so outgoing to the point where there's no, like, for us it's all about like peace and harmony, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to be rude off of the bat. Now, if you get in the cold shoulder and you're getting complete attitude from an Aquarian, you literally did something. Like, you did something. I don't really think I've ever met an Aquarius who is just upset or who doesn't like someone to just not like them. And like, it has to be a real reason. You had to have done something to that person. And if they didn't tell you by now, they're going to tell you, because we don't bite our tongues, honey. We are very intuitive. So another thing that I can say about Aquarians is we love to have our mind fed. You know what I'm saying? We love to be able to think about things and connect with people on a level that is like, wow, like I would never even, most people don't even think about these things. So we love to be like up here with our thoughts, and we love to connect with people who can hold those type of intuitive conversations. So if the conversation is boring, if the vibe is boring and there's really like no fun happening, you lost me. Because I'm not doing anything. We are Aquarian people can be, most of us love nature. You know what I'm saying? We love art. Like I said, we're the creative sign. So we're always needing something to pump our energy and keep our vibrations high and keep us feeling as if we are like always doing something. So if you find that in a relationship, your Aquarius partner is not connecting with you or is not into the relationship, I would probably think like, do we do anything? Like, are we always sitting in the house? Because Aquarius people do not like to sit down. We don't. We are always on the go. And we have to be, because it's like we get bored super fast. Like super fast. There's just no way that I'm gonna sit here. Like, I get bored in an hour-long movie. The movie could be super good, but like I'm ready to go 30 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you really kind of study your Aquarius to figure out the things that really do make that person happy versus the things that they do find not so entertaining. And if you want them in your life, you have to make sure that you are always keeping them busy and you are not predictable. Being predictable, if the Aquarius that you're with knows exactly what you're going to do before you do it, it was over a long time ago. We do not like predictable situations. We do not like to feel like, you know, there's no spark. Like, we never want to lose that spark. So again, if you're in a relationship with an Aquarius, you're the GOAT. Because we are hard to tie down, honey. We are like, you know, cartoons, we're out of here. We think big. I probably said this already, but we think super big. So most Aquarians love to place themselves in a position where they can see themselves leveling up. And for the most part, we are very capable of doing so. A lot of times we work very good under pressure, but we don't like to feel pressured, if that makes sense. So it's like, if I am working on a project, if I have a goal, I am literally focused on that goal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want no interruptions. I don't need no interruptions. I don't need nobody trying to step on my toes. I don't need nobody trying to tell me how to move, because I got this. And it's not that we don't want help or we don't value help, but we are very much so leaders. A lot of Aquarians love to be able to influence and get people to really understand that they worked hard for whatever it is that they are trying to accomplish or have already accomplished. So if you are not looking to feed that Aquarian any positivity, especially while they're in their progressive mode, honey, you might want to just exit, okay? Because it can get ugly. And it's more so like, again, we're passionate. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius people can be very passionate about what it is that they want, and nothing is going to stop them. So if you are not ready to ride the roller coaster of emotion, the roller coaster of sometimes just the unknown, like not really knowing what they're feeling and things like that, then you just ain't ready. Because they could love you, you know what I'm saying? We can love you, we can want you there, but at the same time, it's like we value time. That's most of our love language is time. We love to know that people are just there, and it's kind of like a moral support thing, but we love to know that we have that comfort, you know what I'm saying? And it's a small portion of comfort, but at the same time, it's like, an Aquarius will let you know when you have reached the level of their comfort. Like, you will know if they're comfortable with you, and you will know if they want you around. Because if we don't want you around, honey, you will feel it. And it's like, sometimes it sucks because I have friends that have friends, and I'm cool with my friends, you know what I'm saying? But their friends ain't my friends. And it's just like, though I can get along with them and I can, you know, interact with them in a way where it's like, it's cool, it's still like, I can read people. And if that friend's friend just doesn't sit well with me, it's like, she don't gotta stop being your friend, but my space is feeling a little overloaded at this point, you know what I'm saying? So when an Aquarius lets you know that you are their person, you will know. You will definitely know, because it's going to be so hard to not want to be around that Aquarius. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, we got the juice or something. What's another thing? Aquarius can kind of have this like intense aura, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know they're in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, Aquarians are really good with making people aware that they're around, but not having to do too much. Like, you know I'm here, but at the same time, it's like, just know I'm here. Don't approach me. Just know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, our love language is time. So a lot of times when we're in relationships with, you know, other people, other zodiacs, if we don't feel like we don't necessarily need to depend on that person, but if we don't feel like we can have that person when we want to have them, it can create a slight crack in the sidewalk. And once we feel disconnected, we just feel disconnected. And it's like, it would have to take something not major, but something real significant for that Aquarius to feel as if, you know, things can be patched up. Because it's like, off the bat, we come off, you know, things are sweet. Like, we don't want you to feel intimidated or anything, knowing that we can already kind of come off that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So once we feel like we've done everything, you know what I'm saying, to kind of let the other person know, like, I'm comfortable with you, I feel like, you know, you're comfortable with me. Like, once we've kind of figured all that out for us, as soon as something that doesn't sit well, or something that's like, wow, you know, like for real happens, it's kind of hard for Aquarians to let it go. We may not approach this situation and nag about it all the time, but it's like, you know, we ain't rocking with it no more. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have an Aquarius, I would be sure that you are able to have time to spare, because if you're someone who just thinks that talking on the phone and texting is gonna work, like, it's not. It's really not, because I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I'm hella bored. I feel like I want to be able to, like, I need to see you. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to, even if we're not cuddling and hugging, I need to know that you're, like, right here. So a lot of times, you know, people tend to think that we are just distant because they may not know that we want them around. You know what I'm saying? And it can just be a lot. It can be a lot. But this is just going to be part one. I'm already 18 minutes into this video, and I feel like it's so much to say about Aquarius, but I hope that this kind of helps you figure out a little bit about the Aquarius sign. And if you're in a relationship with an Aquarius, if you are an Aquarius, I hope that this kind of helped you figure out who you are and why you do the things that you do, and understand that you are not the only person or only Aquarian who is going through the things that you do. But if you are someone who is in a relationship with Aquarius and you feel like you just want to understand them more, or you're not really able to kind of see through the cracks and kind of figure them out, my best advice to you would be, ask yourself if you're comfortable around them, because they can feel it. So if you don't feel comfortable, they don't feel comfortable, period. And that's just what it is. So if you are not comfortable, that is something that I feel like a conversation can kind of patch up if they are open to that. But you have to be careful what you say, because if you say the wrong thing, I don't know how your Aquarius may take it. We're all different, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we just want to be happy, you know what I'm saying? We just want to be able to soar and build and think big and be loved, you know what I'm saying? And that's really it. I am going to close this video out. I love you guys. I'm going to close this video out. If you're new to my channel, I am Kia Moore, and this is Rich Girl Problems. If you are not new to my channel, welcome back, OG, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Are you up again?
No, right.